Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'd rather sit outside too. But the whole house is still sleeping. So if I sit outside, that's right over and above my daughter's bedroom. So I don't want to, right? Yes. Yeah. My voice really travels, I'm being told. uh, Today's cleaning day. I've got that. I came across something that I come across every so often, and it's good scientists, good doctors out there just trying to figure out, okay, we got a problem out there, and how do we solve this problem truly, right? Yes. One thing I always notice in these kind of videos, first of all, you have to listen to just about an hour long something or rather until they actually get to what they came up with, right, Coda? Oh, so boring, right? One realizes at the end, and I think about it afterwards. Well, I've just got a great science lesson to start with. Besides all that, and for me then the end of it always is that, well, there you go, you got to go out and buy something, right, that they came up with, right? Another pill, another something, and this one was about teeth and gums. And I have to say that, uh, yeah, yep, that's definitely going the right direction. The comments were really odd, all kind of somebody within 15 minutes. I'm going, yeah, okay, that had to be a lie. You can't tell me that. But in any case, so even though I'm very skeptical about these videos, this net, especially since the picture that went with it to begin with was a, a set of teeth in three stages. Okay, well, there were missing teeth, crooked teeth, and in the end, they were all, oh, wow, this whatever this stuff is that they figured out even regrows teeth that aren't there anymore. Come on now. All right, something already fishy in a way. Okay. And then the other picture next to it was four separate pictures with the same thing. Vapor up. I'm going, vapor up. Vapor up? What? Am I supposed to brush my teeth with vapor up now? It had nothing to do with vapor up. Okay. But in any case, besides all that, so again, if this product is so great and it's made such a big difference in people's lives, why not just stick with the truth? Why not have the different plants, for example, that they're using, different things they came up with, where they found this really good bacteria for your mouth, that sadly gets destroyed by toothpaste, by mouthwash, and all that. In order to get rid of bad bacteria, you're also killing everything good off in your mouth that you really need for a healthy mouth. Right, Coda? She doesn't have bad breath. Why don't you have bad breath? Huh? At your age. Huh? I know why I have bad breath sometimes. I just love my coffee too much. Huh? Yes? Yeah. She smells really good. She doesn't have any bad breath, do you? No. Looks like her eyesight's pretty good still. I think her brain's going a little bit, though. Huh? But as we get older, it's all right. I think we just get more relaxed, when people get all scared about dementia, this, nothing, I'm veering off. Yeah. Well, that's how the spirit world works and all that stuff too. It's okay, mention that real quick. I think when people get scared into, oh gosh, I'm losing my memory, or I'm having these lapses, or this or that, some I'm sure is that serious, okay, and something is going on in the brain, and I don't know what. But I think for the majority of the people, I think as you get older, you just become more relaxed. I feel like that's what's happened with me. Also, I remember my mom telling us, I just can't remember things. And I don't think she was more than in her mid 30s or something. Well, I found that after I had my first child, it was immediately, man, I forgot about this. I think I can't remember things. I forget things. I think it's just due to the fact that you're just busy with other things. Other things just aren't as important anymore. Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. It's a bad idea to forget to turn your stove off, right? Yes. Okay, that's then that I say certain things like that. Right? Is then okay? Now you're too stressed out. Right? You're not one step at a time. This and that, and always check. And if you're gonna say, no, no, I got a little problem there, man, problem, man. I'm a bit too relaxed. Double check. That's what I do. I always double check. Did I really turn that off? I know I turned that off. Bep, did you really turn that? Then I'll just go and check again. Huh? Did I lock that door? I said, here, I have to think about locking doors. I don't have to do that at our house, right? And did I really lock that door? I think I did lock that door, but maybe I didn't lock that door. So I go and double check. Always go and double check. Where are the dogs? Are they really in the house, or did one get out? Go double check, right? Yes. So that's what I do. And but otherwise, I think we're just getting more relaxed as we get older, and not everything has to be stored and remembered all the time, right? Yes. So if one just takes again a little bit more of a relaxing attitude about that, then you're not suddenly, oh, I think I have the beginnings of Alzheimer's or dementia or whatever, right? Yes. So for some people that's true, all right. But I think for the most of us growing older, that's not true. Okay? Yes? To be aware of that. Am I just more relaxed or do I really have a problem? Right? You know yourself best, don't you? You want to let someone else tell you? Okay. So with this teeth stuff, and there's one thing that I noticed once we got to the point, 45 minutes into it, just about, on what products that or what they found that is really healthy for your mouth. I'm listening, and okay. One of them is peppermint. Yeah, I've talked about the pH before many times, on how important that really is to have that balance in our system. Peppermint is a great. It's just great. That's the best plant for all that. Peppermint tea. That's a peppermint candy. Well, that has all that other stuff in it again. Why not just go with the raw product? Right? It's out there. It's everywhere. You can grow peppermint easily. Right? Okay, not that easily. It's actually a bit temperamental. Temperamental. It doesn't like other plants too close by. There's one thing. But once it takes off and really likes where it is, oh my gosh, you'll have a field of it. And I've got one at home now. First I thought, ugh, what did I do? I'm losing that whole bed to peppermint. I'm going, why are you nuts? That's one of the best things. Don't what's your problem? Right? If one would want it to grow it that way, it would work. Right? And here it is. Okay, you took over, you love where you're at. I guess that'll be that. Right? Yes. Peppermint. So just even chewing on a few leaves every day, it's wonderful. It refreshes your mouth. It's great for your system. Then tea, make a nice strong tea. Oh, now we're gonna have to put some sugar in. Just learn to drink it without it. If one gets actually used to it, to just the taste, this that, it's wonderful without the sugar. Right? Yes. We're so addicted to so many different things that if we just say, well, I think I'll just put a quarter teaspoon in it this time instead of a full teaspoon of sugar or whatever people want to sweeten their stuff with, and then yep, suddenly I don't think I need it at all, right? Yes, because again, the addiction leaves your system, right? Leaves your mind, and here you go. Suddenly you're just drinking what? Nothing but goodness, right? So peppermint was one of them, and I don't think you can overdose on peppermint. I doubt it. All right. Then the other thing was spearmint. So spearmint and peppermint. So here's the problem with peppermint. You mix peppermint with any other herb and it cancels out the other herb. That's just the way it is. That's how peppermint is. Maybe of the function that it has, I'm not quite sure, but that's so you can put anything else you want in it that's good for you, and it'll cancel it out. Peppermint is a really strong. It's like the emperor of those type of herbs. We call it the emperor of the mints, right? Yeah, and it cancels everything else out. It really does. So one should not combine the two and take them so many hours apart, maybe an hour or two apart, right? Peppermint's also so peppermint is great for your whole system, this that, right? Yes. Then the spearmint is great for your mouth, probably other things in your system, but great for your mouth. And then there's strawberries. They mentioned strawberries. It's all about certain probiotics, I guess, good bacteria, but for your mouth, okay, especially. And again, the best thing to get whatever you need in your mouth is to do what? Take it in pill form and swallow it. Well, then it's going into your stomach, right? Now, how much of that is going to get back to your mouth? But if you chew it up first in your mouth, well, okay, strawberries, right? Strawberries supposedly is one of the best things, again, for your mouth, bad breath, your gums, this, that, right? Oh, yes, strawberries. Why bother with anything else? No, don't forget, blueberries, one of the most amazing berries out there. Yeah, go look it up yourself. So, and there was one more thing. What was the other thing? Well, those are the three things that I remembered. Come on, Daniela. There were some things that they're just like, I'm assuming either vitamins or minerals that they didn't give a an herb or a food with. Well, I guess those three were important to remember. Oh, thyme. Okay, but thyme is one that I found on how great that is. Instead of mouthwash, on how great thyme is. Again, all you do is you just take their teeny tiny little leaves. Yeah, you take them, chew them up, kind of in a wad, just kind of chew them for a while. It's great for your mouth. So, do I believe that all this stuff now, as they mentioned, miraculously just heals up your mouth. Just right. And if you got missing teeth, oh look, all this stuff grew me another tooth or something. Or oh, they used to be crooked, now they're straight. Okay, no, no, no. Okay, but are you replacing with a lot of things that we do eat, do take, or the oral care that we know now? We're destroying a lot of good bacteria in our mouth, not just the bad bacteria. And in this way, doing that every day, you have some peppermint, spearmint, and strawberries around, right? Okay, every day, every 2 or 3 days, you can still brush your teeth and do all that stuff. And maybe, as I say, supposedly, it's not the first time I heard mouthwash. Get rid of it. It's not that great. It's really strong in your mouth, and it's doing more damage than good. Oh, well, considering I use Listerine, has to be the real thing with Thymol in it. Yes. uh, it's great on the horses sometimes on their tails, especially in the spring, and we have chickens. Okay, stuff floats around in the air, I guess, and they like to roll on the ground, and the chickens are out there too. Okay, all right, all right. Their tails get little mites on their tails sometimes, right at the base of their rump and their tail, and you can tell because first of all they start rubbing their tail right up on top there, and then the hair kind of starts to stand out instead of laying nice and flat, and oh, we got a little problem going. And then I get that Listerine and I just spray it on for about 3 days. That's usually all it takes, and it takes care of it. Yeah, man, Listerine takes care of that on a horse's tail. What else does it, besides all the bad stuff in her mouth, what good stuff is it killing too? So we have a mouthful of good bacteria that we need for gum health, our teeth, right? For against bad breath and this and we're killing all that off too. Oh, well, there you go. One thing the doctor said right to begin with, that's why I kept listening, was with all the science that we have out there now, and as advanced as we are in science and health for the body and this and that, how come people are getting more and more sick? Hmm? Younger and younger, have all these different problems. Right? Ah, well, that has a lot to do with what we eat. You are what you eat. Right? Yeah? No, not everybody again. But if people are really honest with themselves, certain problems that they have, no doubt they've already come across, well, if you change your diet, that might be helping. People aren't willing. You'd rather have the pill. Well, that's people's choice, right? But then don't complain either. Right? Well, there you go. And I thought, I'm listening to this video. I wasn't listening to this video to actually come to that almost at the end where they finally tell you what this is all about, yeah, or rather, well, what the great solution is to it all. Rather, I've got, looky there, huh? What has God given us, really, truly, to take care of certain problems out that we have ourselves when we just live, eat, get older, this, that, yes. And there you go. Peppermint, spearmint, and strawberries. And thyme. Yes. All things you can grow in a nice 5-gallon bucket. You can grow those every year. Thyme is a perennial and it'll regrow every year. Yes. Spearmint and peppermint, the same thing. You got a big enough pot for them, and you every so often you put a little good manure in it or whatever to feed it again, right? Might have to every 3 or 4 years you take the whole thing out and replace all the dirt, put good dirt back into it, and plant it again, and here you go again. Eventually instead of having all these plants, that okay, I don't like house. No, I don't like house plants. Well, I would, but I'm not good with house plants. So instead of having those, have some nice pots where you've got some herbs growing that you only have to purchase one time. Yes. Oh, strawberries. All right, we can get some good strawberries. Yes, in the store. Yeah, but 3 herbs that you buy one time. Don't even have to replace them every time. Yes? Well, there you go. So many other things, but this is for what? Yeah, the health in your mouth. Fluoride. Supposedly don't need that. It's actually doing more damage. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna give it a try. I have good teeth. I don't have, never really had any problems with my teeth. Yes, a little stain from my coffee stuff and all that. But yeah, never into whitening my teeth or anything. There's people doing that out there. I wonder how that much that costs. I'm good. I don't need that. I'm not an actor or a singer or something. Anyway, but here you go. God has it all out there for us. Right? So here's a dentist who got really in scientist, who got really into this stuff because come across people with really bad problems when it came to that. And came up with something. I hope it is helping out there for the rest of us who don't have serious problems like that. But again, I got grandchildren, children. Hey, let's try this. Yes, we'll see if they respond to it or not. I'm definitely going to try it with well, I've already been doing that in many ways. Maybe that's why my teeth are so good. Oh, okay. Well, anyway. Also, I do know that calcium absorption in some people is way better than in others. And also the myth out there about calcium, and how you're getting all this calcium from milk. That's a myth. That's not true. Drinking milk in excess actually can affect, guess what? Your spine. So yeah, it's in dark leafy greens. That's where you get your best calcium, and your body absorbs that the best. Yes, not not in milk. All right, all right. Anyway, had that to say. Little I like. Oh, there's your expertise, Daniela. Right, with all herbs and this, that, and all that. Yes. Oh, mention it. Thank you. Mentioned that one too. I saw another little blurb a friend of mine sent me about cayenne pepper. I've known about cayenne pepper a long, long, long time, and how really truly beneficial it is for your system. It's a natural blood thinner, but it also is really good for your heart because, yeah, okay, blood thinner means your blood circulates better through your system. Okay, don't need the aspirin. All you need is just, and again, make sure you get it good. If you get it in a container, get a good brand, right? Lasts you a long time. I think a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and a little bit of something that you like. What would be a good thing? A little yogurt or something. Just eat that real quick. Oh, come on now. It's not such a no worse than taking a pill that you wonder is going to go. Is it going to go down your throat or not? All right. So cayenne pepper, right? Yes. Great thing. I grow peppers almost every year. I didn't this year because I have so much from last year left. Now I'm not there. Okay. So next year again. And I find it interesting because, well, I can't eat anything spicy this snap because of my stomach going. I don't think that's your problem. Right? Because they have proven that you can put hot sauce, really strong hot sauce, straight into someone's stomach and it's not doing anything. So, again, all right, so people already have certain problems, then that might irritate it more. I think in a small quantity, it is not going to irritate your stomach any more than all the bad stuff that people already are eating out there. And that they don't care about how that irritates their stomach, okay? Yes? So you give some good advice to people, and they found every which way an excuse. Well, that is going to, Well, let's see. What else have you all eaten today? That's probably did the same thing, but not in a healthy way. Just saying. There you are, right? Yes. And then you can throw your aspirins out at this snap because aspirin again. I know it started to have a negative effect on my system, though for a long time my system tolerated it. All right. So there you are, right? All this good stuff that oh, is everything spicy? No. I just went to a restaurant. They had this spicy wings or something. There was something on it coated. It wasn't spicy, like natural spicy. It had this sour taste to it as well. Just the strongest sauce. I mean, this wasn't just spiciness, and it didn't feel right in my mouth, and that was fine. I didn't have any stomach problems after that, but it didn't feel right in my mouth. I didn't really enjoy eating it, and it was so spicy. It, it, I'm used to a lot of spiciness, but this was something else that went with it. Everything was just burning in my mouth. I mean, unnaturally burning. Okay, This was not. I knew this was not good. Okay. So I ate very little of it, and the next time I know when I see that, I'm not even. No, I'm not even. I don't want that. I kind of just went along with what other people has. Well, just get enough so we can all three eat this, right? Instead of everybody having some different stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, interesting. So, and again, there, I could see and how that would mess with someone's insides if they already had some problems, yet they're good eating that stuff. I can't. I can't eat it. I mean, I don't want to eat it. It's not, it doesn't. Okay, all right. Well, there you go. But I basically, at home here, I'm adjusting a little bit, which is fine. But I've got my whole big, huge jar uh, ground. I made my own pepper paste, and that I put a little bit in everything, just about that I eat. Yes, yeah. Yeah, I've got other things that still need improving, and they are. I feel like I'm learning all my life just for other people. All right, all right. So there you are. Let's get going here. I've talked already, what, 30 minutes? There, like this guy did. But it was very informative. Otherwise, I learned quite a few things here. And immediately, God has, this dude now here comes with things that are already thousands and thousands of years old, right? You don't need to have it in a little, what's it called, little lozenge, right? That you then let dissolve in the mouth because they put it all together. For you can, right? You can grow these plants yourself, right? Yeah, and the strawberries aren't that hard to get either, right? Yes. There you go, right? And there you done. And most of these herbs, maybe not spearmint, but peppermint and thyme, yeah, you can get also in most stores. I don't know, a lot of stores. So there you are. And I always suggest the fresh stuff. It's not bad tasting things. I'm considering that chicken is so bad tasting with that sauce on it. It was just, I'd much rather chew on peppermint leaves and spearmint leaves and some thyme, right, than that. Well, who wouldn't? Oh, you mentioned something else. One other thing that's really bad for the health of your mouth is excess salt. I see how much salt people put on everything. Everything, to me, everything tastes salty out there. Right? That I don't cook myself. Right? It's just too much salt. Yes? Okay, all right. You can't be without it. Well, then don't complain when your mouth health ain't all that great or anything else in your system. If we choose to not change certain things that are a problem in our life, right? But we choose, well, they better come up with a pill that takes care. Well, then wait and deal with what you have to deal with happily and content without complaining. Right? I'm good with that too. But they start complaining around me, and I say, well, because I'm going, okay. Don't want to hear it now. Done. Okay, so Joshua 7. Violation of the curse of destruction. Oh, what did they do? Not kill everybody? Oh, Daniela. Ugh. Every time after I'm done with the videos, I'm going, isn't there anything positive to be had here? What did I just say? What did I just tell you? God can be found in everything. Right? Then, to grow these herbs, buy a few strawberries, unless you grow them yourself like I do as well. Grow peppers, yes. Cayenne peppers, do the other peppers, not the other peppers work too. It's not just cayenne pepper. It isn't going to cost me an arm and a leg. Right? Yes, it's with very little, probably $5 or less, $5. You can start growing these herbs and that vegetable. Yeah. If you get an heirloom organic pepper, you'll have seeds for the rest of your lives. You just keep a few seeds, grow them again. Done. Right? Yes? So, thanks to that dentist scientist for all the information. Yes, learned something about my mouth health when it comes to bacteria. and that I need as well to keep my mouth nice and good. As I said, I do pretty good. And yeah, I'm using the info a little different. Yes, okay. According to God's given me, given us, right? Naturally. Oh, no. Anywho, all right. So grateful for the info. Just gonna apply it a little different, my way. Danielle always has to have her way. No, it's God's way. I'm acknowledging God's way. But the Israelites were unfaithful to the curse of destruction. Achan, son of Carmi, son of Sabdi, son of Serah, of the tribe of Judah, took something that fell under the curse of destruction, and the anger of Yahweh was aroused against the Israelites. What did he take? No idea. The sacrilege punished by a repulse at Ai. Now Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is near Beth Aven, to the east of Bethel, having said to them, Go up and reconnoiter the country. Again, they went up and reconnoitered Ai. Coming back to Joshua, they said, There is no need for the whole people to go up. Let some 2,000 or 3,000 go and attack Ai. Spare the whole people such an effort. There are only a few of them. Of the people, some 3,000 marched up, but these broke before the people of Ai, who killed some 36 of them, and pursued them from the town gate as far as Shebarim, and on the slope cut them to pieces. The hearts of the people melted away and turned to water. What the heck? What? So, wait a minute. Am I missing? There seems to be something missing here. There is no need for the whole people to go up. Let some 2,000 or 3,000 go and attack Ai. Spare the whole people such an effort. There are only a few of them. Of the people, some 3,000 marched up, but these broke before the people of Ai, who killed some 36 of them and pursued them from the town gate as far as Shebarim, and on the slope cut them to pieces. The hearts of the people melted away and turned to water. Oh. They only sent up 3,000, and then the people of Ai were ready for them. And they killed 36 of them. And then killed more. And the Israelites' hearts melted. I guess that's the Israelites. People melted, their hearts melted and turned to water. Lost all hope. Okay? That's not kind of what that is. Oh. So God wasn't happy with the killing spree that they had going now? The bloodlust, the bloodthirst that they had going? I don't know. Let's keep reading. Joshua's prayer. Joshua then tore his clothes and prostrated himself before the ark of Yahweh till nightfall. The elders of Israel did the same, and all poured dust on their heads. And Joshua said, Alas, Lord Yahweh, why did you... Listen. Bother to bring this nation across the Jordan if it was only to put us at the mercy of the Amorites and destroy us. If only we could have settled down on the other side of the Jordan. Forgive me, Lord, but what can I say now that Israel has turned tail on the enemy? The Canaanites, all the inhabitants of the land, will hear of it. They will unite against us to wipe our name from the earth. And what will you do about your great name then? It's amazing again. What was I talking before I started reading here? Who do we rely on? And then just believe rather than hearing God's voice out of all of it? and then go, oh, I don't need to buy that product. God's already providing for everything out there. All I have to do is put a little effort in it, put a little bit of money in it. If you have to go buy it and can, I've got so much, I could probably supply my whole county with a little cutting of peppermint and spearmint. I've got all that. I probably should take better care of my strawberries. Or maybe I could trade with someone who has a really nice strawberry field. Okay. What does I have to do with this? Okay. That's it. What do I say every time that? Okay, you're being given guidance from God. But then you're going to go and do what? How are you doing this? Was it that difficult to understand for the Israelites and the leaders of Israelites, Moses, Joshua, in this case now, to go, but we have the Ten Commandments. If we really look at them, are we allowed to do what we're actually doing? Is this really the will of God, God's point of view? Or are we missing something? Now here, yeah, we got this in Jericho. Man, we did it. Right? God says, yeah, but you can't rebuild here now. Look what you did. But the people didn't look at it as, oh, it's just a bad place. Right? Why could they not settle in Jericho? Be done? Why not? No, they had to go, of course, they had to go to Canaan. I got it. Aren't they kind of there already? Isn't Canaan a whole big old place rather than just one town? Okay. And here, now, they're so full of it. Okay, let's send people out again. We're good. We don't have to. There's no need. Yeah, we got God on our side in all this. Yeah, a few people would be a few thousand. Will be enough for. There aren't that many. Right? Oh, did they even really go and look? What's going on? I'm sure that after Jericho, right? Okay, this isn't just about barricading ourselves anymore. When these people from Israel are coming, we have to be ready to fight back because they're killing everyone. They have no mercy. None. They're bloodthirsty killers. That's what I note that. You got to remember too, I'm not sure on how the rest of the Amorites, the Hittites, the Canaanites, the whoever were there, right? All that, the Israelites now have to slain in order to get their place there. Right? That's what it sounds like. They seem to live in relative peace with each other, all these other tribes out there, apart from Israel. And here comes this tribe now who's like, dear me. Yeah. Was it so easy for the Israelites to just plow them down, per se, because there was no need for them to have a big old army before that? Oh, interesting too. So here now, now they're burying, the Israelites are burying their own because, oops. Well, don't know. Is that how it happened? I guess. And here's Joshua now. What's he doing? Man, old habits are hard to break. Again, what did I start out with? Right? Most people, that just change their diet. Yes? Oh, then you can't eat goodies. You will be amazed if you actually do that. Change your diet a bit, a lot. You will suddenly realize, oh my gosh, I missed out on all this really good stuff out there. That's so much better to eat than all this comfort food that, why are you eating it? Why are you eating chips and candy and I don't know what, by the handful. I'm watching TV. Why do people do that? I have no idea. Huh? And then not even feel really, you're full of something, but you don't even feel good. Instead of just eating a good sandwich with some good bread, good balanced, sure, some good meat on there, just put a little less than okay, all right. Then financially, they ain't going to make a whole lot of big difference. Put more lettuce on or spinach or, yes. Well, anyway, I'm just saying. And then be done with it. Yeah. Well, anyway, so here is Joshua's prayer again. why did you why did you not just leave us on the other side of the Jordan River? We were fine there, right? It's right away. Who are they blaming? Huh? Who are they blaming for not following God's? Obviously, they were not following God's guidelines. How do we know God? We know God wouldn't do anything to hurt us. He wouldn't do anything that wasn't right to us. Something went wrong. Told you. I told you all that killing of people is wrong. Right? There you go, right there. Yeah? Yes. Well, anyway, Yahweh's answer. Well, let's see. Let's see what they came up with. Or maybe it is God talking. He says, oh, you want an answer? I'll give it to you. Yahweh said to Joshua, stand up. Why are you lying prostrate like this? Israel has sinned. They have violated the covenant which I imposed on them. They have gone so far as to take what was under the curse of destruction. They have even stolen it. They have actually hidden it. They have put it in their baggage. That is why the Israelites cannot stand up to their foes, why they have turned tail on their enemies, because they have come under the curse of destruction themselves. Unless you get rid of the object among you which has been put under the curse of destruction, I shall be with you no longer. I'm not sure if you guys get what's going on here, and I'm not going to get any further into it. But I keep saying, was all that killing of other people that do not belong to Israel really God's will, God's point of view? Or did something go wrong there? And something took over. Something else took over within the Israelites. Killing women and babies. You guys good with that? That should be good with no one, no matter what. And have no doubt that was not right with God. Something they're not. There's partial guidance there. There's partial something there. But it's overtook the people to the point of we're indestructible. Right? Yes? But as soon as something goes wrong, then they complain again. Why have you? Why did you do? And then you just kind of left us anyway. What did I always say? God can't be any part of violence. He has to turn away because the people have turned away. You can't. Well, what are you going to do? Talk to a back of someone? Hey, I'm talking to you. Turn around so you can really listen. No, I don't want to do that. No. Walk away from you on top of that. What are you going to do? Well, I guess I'm left standing here. I think God felt that many times with the Israelites. You're not understanding exactly what I'm telling you. Right? And here now, okay, how are they getting the answer back? Right? Obviously, yeah, okay, you did something wrong. But what are they saying that God told them they did wrong? Huh? It's again deflecting from their own, as a collective, sin, deflecting from that, and are looking now for who took one of them gold statues or something. I'm sure that's what it's going to be. Really? That's what God cares about? Really? Okay. If people want to believe that out there, go right ahead. I'm flabbergasted. Yes? Okay. All right, let's keep reading. Get up, sanctify the people, and say, sanctify yourselves for tomorrow, since Yahweh the God of Israel declares, the curse of destruction has now fallen on you. Okay, very important. What does God say here? Now this, I believe, has great meaning here. Again, how they're going to understand it, I don't know. We'll keep reading. Get up, sanctify the people. Sanctify them. Why do they have to be cleansed again? Why do they have to be cleared, being cleared of something that they did? He says all of them. The curse of destruction has now fallen on you. Israel, you will not be able to stand up to your enemies until you have rid yourselves of that object which has been put under the curse of destruction. But tell you what that object really truly was. I know it's going to be different here. I got it. I'll tell you what it truly was. Being too full of yourselves. Tomorrow morning, therefore, you will come forward tribe by tribe, and then the tribe which Yahweh selects by lot will come forward clan by clan. By lot. Okay. Are you guys hearing this? This is like a, oh, I hope the lot's not going to fall on me. And this is a weird way of trying to figure out what went wrong. And who's got the object? Who stole it? This or that? They don't know. They have no idea. And here, there's a, God will let us know. Really? Okay. Oh. That reminds me. Okay, read on, Danielle. No, it reminds me of when there wasn't any rain, right? In certain places of the world, some time ago, I don't know if they still do that or not, but if there wasn't any rain, right, well, it was the emperor's, the king's fault. Right? Well, you're not doing something right now. You lost favor in the sight of whatever gods they had, or this or that. So then I said, well, we have to do some kind of a ritual. And often that included what? A sacrifice of who knows what. Right? Yes? What are the Israelites doing here? Ay, 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 ay. They're falling right back into certain practices. Yeah, looky there. Okay. How the heck are you going to find the culprit by drawing lots? As if God's going to what? Point the finger at the right tribe and then the clan, and they're going to. No. God doesn't work that way. Here you are. Oh, superstitious stuff where, again, God's being used for what? Justice? Yeah, okay. Yeah, people can believe that. I don't believe that. That's nope. God does not work that way. Yes, I know, guys. Reputation of God. This is all wrong here. All wrong. And the clan which Yahweh selects by lot will come forward family by family, and the family which Yahweh selects by lot will come forward man by man. And the man indicated by lot, as regards the object which has been put under the curse of destruction, will be delivered to the flames, he and all his possessions, for having violated the covenant with Yahweh and for having committed an infamy in Israel. Really? You see how this is working? Yes? They think that's going to take care of it. I guess we'll find out if it did or not. Interestingly enough, the object, there's something. They don't know what. Sounds like they'll never find out what it is. What do you think? They're going to find out? Are they going to name what it is? Huh? All right. Well, I guess if they find it in that man's possession, shall we see? All right. Go on, we'll find out, I guess. The culprit discovered and punished. Joshua got up early. He made Israel come forward tribe by tribe, and the lot indicated the tribe of Judah. He summoned the clans of Judah, and the lot indicated the clan of Serah. He summoned the clan of Serah, family by family, and the lot indicated Sabdi. Joshua then summoned the family of Sabdi, man by man, and the lot indicated Achan, son of Carmi, son of Sabdi, son of Serah, and of the tribe of Judah. Joshua then said to Achan, my son, give glory to Yahweh, God of Israel, and confess. Tell me what you have done, and hide nothing from me. Achan replied to Joshua, yes, I am the man who has sinned against Yahweh, God of Israel, and this is what I have done. In the loot I saw a fine robe from Shinar, and 200 shekels of silver, and an ingot of gold weighing 50 shekels. I set my heart on them, and I took them. They are hidden in the ground inside my tent, with the silver underneath. Joshua sent messengers. They ran to the tent, and the robe was indeed hidden in the tent with the silver underneath. They took the things out of the tent, and bringing them to Joshua and all the Israelites, laid them out before Yahweh. Joshua then took Achan, son of Zerah, and led him up the vale of Achor, with the silver and the robe and the ingot of gold, his sons, his daughters, his oxen, his donkeys, his sheep, his goats, his tent, and all his belongings. All Israel went with him. So we did find out what it was. Very detailed. And knowing what was going to happen to him and his family after he just, I don't believe that. He just said, "Yep, it was me, and there is all the stuff. That's where all the stuff is." That's very convenient here. Oh, but we did find out what it is. Remember, I said, why didn't they say it? What was missing? Why didn't God? God could point, talk right to the person. Huh? You're telling me out of all them Israelites that destroyed Jericho, only one person took stuff for themselves? Okay, all right. That's it. Okay, maybe it was like this. It was just one person. Man, Yahweh didn't like to be robbed of all the material things. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Joshua said, "Why have you brought misfortune on us? Today may Yahweh bring misfortune on you." And all Israel stoned him to death, and they burned them and threw stones at them. The whole family. Children again. Wife may have been pregnant or something. They can't. Okay. Over him they raised a great mound of stones, which is still there today. Yahweh then relented from his fierce anger. That was why the place was called the Vale of Achor. The Vale of Achor, as it is still today. That's a very sad story. Okay, well, they fixed it, didn't they? What did I say before I read this last part? Why don't they mention what was stolen, this and that? Right? They're just going to go ahead and by lot, we're going to find one culprit. Right? They're going to find someone. Are they going to be sure? Or is there going to be? Yes, there was. They say there was. They say there was. They found this. Is it true? How do you think this went? If God would have been involved in any of this, why didn't he just straight out tell Joshua, it's Achor, whatever that guy, in the tribe of Judah, he's the one. He's done something. That's bad enough. That's affecting the whole tribe. Joshua could have gone and said, "What did you do? What happened?" The way this whole thing is written down, nope. They needed a sacrifice. Because now they feel, well, we lost our luck. Well, they're drawing by lot to figure out who the culprit was, by lot. That's by luck, in a way, right? Oh, it's going to point the finger. I can't. This stuff just doesn't sound right to me. And then it doesn't matter. And what? That man that didn't even, the guilty man, he didn't even plead for his family or nothing. Okay, I didn't. Please don't kill my whole family. I will give my life for what I've done. Okay, but please, can you please talk to Yahweh? Can you please not kill my whole family? So And the whole of Israel followed, right? Followed to where they were stoned to death. Like a mob out to get, nope. After that sacrifice, after they're taken care of, right, we're going to start winning again. Right? How does that make sense? People, please. How does that make sense? I know. It's written down well enough. Again, I found a way around it. That's how can we fix this so that God's all in favor of this? And then after they were all stoned to death, right? Yes, all basically their family dismantled, done, no more. Yahweh's anger was, yes, thank you. That's a great. That's just, yes, that's what I needed. Yeah, yes. Phew. God feels so much better now, right? Wow, that's amazing. What are we being taught here, actually? So, if you get angry as a person, well, I'm angry now. I said, what did you took that from me? It's not man, huh? Huh? And my anger will not be taken care of. I have to be pleased now. And the only way I can be pleased over the theft of, oh, things stolen from somebody else beforehand, by the way, okay, because I need, now I need, yeah, the only thing that will make this right is you gotta kill a bunch of people, a whole family, really, that's God, that's our God. Just like these chicken wings with that horrible sauce on it. This story leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. I know that these wings with that just awful sauce that just leaves you can't eat hardly a second piece. This is not enjoyable to eat. There's no enjoyment in this. How do people enjoy eating stuff like that? Oh, if for any reason I would want to believe that, oh, because my life kind of isn't that. I've got to have that type of justice in my life too, and this or whatever. I mean, I I want to be able to kill someone if I want to, if they deserve it. This story, if God were that way, would leave a really bad taste in my mouth, and I probably would have to say, I can't be a part of this. I don't want to be a part of that. That's not how my heart to mind and my conscience works. It is so much harder to control one's anger, bloodlust, that adrenaline that just can make you do thoughtless things. It's so much harder to practice the other way, where I say, nah, I know what's right, I know what's wrong, and I know how I can control that by completely abstaining from ever any doing any of that. Right? 10 Commandments, best guidance. I have to keep saying it. It's amazing on how amazing, interesting on how the first time, right, that someone kills someone, okay, out of necessity, out of, okay, self-defense, or not, offense too, on how hard it affects them, right? And then the people around said, "You've done it now. It'll get easier. It's going to get easier." Yes, it's going to get easier. For doctors, the first time they lose a patient, it's just seared into their heart. Don't worry. I mean, you can't save everybody. It's going to get easier. Why do people have to be told that either taking someone's life, trying to save someone's life, and it still expires, that experience will become easier as time goes on and you do it more? Have to either get used to acknowledge that, yeah, there's another one I couldn't save, as a doctor, for example, right? Or that it was just a matter of time, right? Naturally, and then forced. Yeah, you'll stop counting eventually, how many people you've killed. Interesting. That's yes. How one goes from pure of heart, innocent of heart, to becoming more and more callous about things. Yes? Then gives less thought to the life taken or the life not having been able to be saved. Yes? Isn't that something? Isn't that interesting? There is an alert out right now for a 7-month-old child that sounds like, I'm not sure if it was kidnapped per se and how it went missing, or if that's a domestic disturbance there, that, okay, the parents or something, and yes, are fighting. It doesn't say. And I wonder, okay, so there's this Amber Alert out there for that 7-month-old, but it just says, but it doesn't give any details. And I think that the details are important. The details are important to know. This was a father or a mother that took the child. And in what type of danger is the child now? No, this didn't have anything to do with the family. This child was abducted out of a stroller, this or that, by a criminal. Who knows what they're going to do with that child. Don't keep things hidden away in emergencies like that. It's a bad idea. Because if the people are clear about what this is all about, the way they're going to engage, and on how God can engage to find that child alive, safe, will make a big difference. Are people not getting this? A child is missing like that, and you give me just the barest whatever information I can hardly do anything with. Because now I wonder, yeah, I get it, but who's actually in the right here now with this child? Is it a domestic thing, or is it an actual crime, kidnapping? Who knows who took that baby? People need to know that. People like me need to know that. Otherwise, I can't work out there. Then the trust of the parents or parent of that child has got that. There has to be that trust. No, give them all the information about what happened here, so that everybody then will be on the lookout for this child, rather than, I'm not sure what happened there. Yes. Transparency transparency and truth when it comes to horrific things like that, to then try and save this child, if that's what that child needs, the percentage of that among the people to want to help, to do something, is much greater. Much greater. All right. There. Right? Yes. So, the story here with this guy who supposedly had hidden some things. I wonder if that was written down in the way it was written down to, again, it seems to me that Israel has a really, really hard time. The people of Israel, the leadership of Israel has a really hard time to take a good look at themselves and figure out why God's not happy with them and why things suddenly aren't going their way. They're always looking on the outside, always blaming somebody else. While they're keeping what? Kind of hidden away, doing it anyway, not really following God's guidance. Right? Yes? On top of that now, how many of the men of Israel now have all that blood on their hands? Of other men, women, children, babies, unborn babies. Is it any different today? I'm going to leave you with that today. Yes, I hear little feet up there. They'll be down here pretty soon. It's a beautiful day out there. It's been cool, which kind of nice. It's been cool out there. And my grandson's bike, I finally fixed it. Got tired of waiting. Oh, while I was at my other daughter's, guess what I found? A pump. They lost theirs here. I found a little tire pump. And we had that bike fixed and ready to go within less than 5 minutes. Waited for 2 weeks. 5 minutes, Coda. Huh? Yeah. You want something done, you just do it yourself, right? Yeah. Okay, all right. And I was worried. I thought, well, that's got to have some kind of a hole or something in it, right? If it has a leak, it's a very slow leak. And the tire was still nice and pumped up when we got back, so from our walk yesterday. And I had all happy children. They were happy on their bikes, all of them. Listened very well. Oh, you know what irked me more than anything? There were about 5 or 6 cars on our walk that weren't parked all the way in the driveway and had their butt or almost, stuck out into the, this much sidewalk. Right? How much room do cars have out there to drive this and that? And I've got with 4 children on bikes. I got this much. I'm not kidding. That's it. All right, maybe a little more. All right. Okay. All right. Let me be realistic. About this much sidewalk. I'll tell you, that's about right. About this much sidewalk. Huh? And the people, we've got big long driveway. I mean, up to their garage, the driveway's there. Plenty big for a big old truck. But people had their butt sticking out into the. And then what do I do? Okay, everybody, be careful. Don't scratch the car. I wanted to go and say, let's scratch them cars. Maybe it'll teach them something. Huh? Get out of my walkway when I'm coming with my children. All right? Come on now. Yeah. No, so be really careful. And go slow. And then, of course, have to make sure that they don't end up out on the road. Uh-huh. because people can't park their cars properly in their driveway out of the sidewalk, huh? Yeah. Anywho, well, I didn't go up to it, though I wanted to, but I had the children with me, so I didn't want to get engaged in something like that in front of them. I just said, "Look, you guys, this is don't please do not ever when you grow old, don't do that. Remember that we were walking here, and look on how this is disturbing our nice walk. Besides the safety of the children." And but I sure was loud and verbal about it. I just would, oh my gosh, here's another car. Yeah, come on now, please, people. We might take a walk here almost every day. Please just pull your butt in. It's not such a big thing, a big deal to do, right? I wasn't cussing and cursing or this or that, but I was loud enough, I'm sure, the people that were home could hear me. Right, Coda? That's right, yes. They might not like it. Guess what? That's not my problem. I need to make the walks that we take together. All them children on their bikes, and great. They listen to what I say. Nobody's falling off. Nobody hit somebody else. Children driving into each other with their bikes or something like that. Okay? Yeah, that's how civilized we are out there as a little group. Right? Yes? Yeah. And what? People want to get upset if then they hear me say, "Oh, I had my car up." Not one came out and said, "Hey, I'm sorry. I Let me do that right now, so on your way back you won't have to worry about that." Not one. Huh? That's all it would have took for me to say, "Gotcha." Yeah. No, people rather do what? Get mad at me now? Because what? I decide that those children on their bikes, when we go in the morning, are more important than their car? Letting them know, "Hey, pull in." Right? Yeah. Right, Coda? Yeah. See? Yeah. She's right here, too, going, "People, can you listen to her?" Right? Yes? Yeah. That doesn't mean now people have to get tickets for that or whatever. Okay? Yes? I thought about, um, I didn't have one with me, but I thought about uh, uh, writing writing down, take a little note, say, "Dear neighbor, can you please pull all the way in so that we can have a nice, safer walk?" I, as the grandma, with the children on their bikes and have a safer walk. This is not a very busy area where they're, well, should you be doing this? No, this is a great area to do that with the children, okay? And there's not people walking. There's the ones that are actually walking, they're walking on the street. It's that not busy, okay? Because that's nicer to walk on the street rather than a sidewalk up and down. They walk on the street. So, it's nice, harmonious, and peaceful, except for. So I thought about putting a little note on the windshield. Say, "Hey, can you please pull up? Not be part way in on the driveway and on the sidewalk rather." And I thought, well, again, I would do that at my house at home. So here, I'm just going to be verbally about it, just every time now. I'm going to. But it was interestingly enough how many there were yesterday. Right? And but again, this is my daughter's and her husband's area, so I'm not. They know who these children are. Right? I don't want to uh, create conflict for them over what? That's going to create conflict, is it? Yeah. And yet, how do the people think out there? How selfish are they? How selfish are the Israelites? Huh? Went ahead and killed, what, if they did that, if that was it, killed a whole family over what? A few things? Joshua could just have said, "Okay, look, do you have any of this stuff? Now, did you do something? Yeah. Okay. I need you to bring me that. And then you and we need to have a talk. I need to know why you did that. And is there something that you need that you don't have that you thought you could, he was hiding it. What are you going to do with a loot that you can never show? Right? That robe, is he ever going to be able to wear that robe? So what's the purpose there, right, for that? Greed? Oh, people just do that, and then you get caught eventually anyway. Okay, just saying. So there must have been something more. Maybe God trying to, okay, if that was the case, tell Joshua's got to be more on top of your people and find out why they're still doing these things. Rather than just go and kill off a whole family? For what? A few material possessions? Oh, that were also taken from. Okay, all right. All right. Danielle, enough. All right, I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you with that now. Okay. Coda needs to go out again. She's done good today. All right, better go. God's love and blessings always. May He protect you, and I will talk to you another time.